Hey guys, it's Saturday morning. Today I am going to show you how to be mindful and meditate while we are walking or running or jumping. In any way we're connecting our souls to the ground. We're going to be working on sensations of the soles. The best way to do that is barefoot. But if we don't want to get our feet cut up, we can wear some thin shoes. Or I like these Vibram toe shoes. They're kind of goofy looking, but you can literally hike on sharp rocks and through water. So that is what we are going to use. We're going to do some breathing exercises when we get to our destinations. But in the meantime, we're gonna need this mask. Before the run, we're gonna want to get hydrated. Get some water. Water is life source, literally. But here's the great thing. I accidentally started using mindfulness while drinking water. I realize now that I know what mindfulness is, I was doing it. But I like water so much that when I drink it, I really get in the moment, and just as I'm drinking the water and quenching my thirst, I kind of imagine just the cool stream of water going down, and I use my imagination a little bit and perceive it going through the body, kind of like when I'm breathing. And it's a perception thing. That's not literally what's happening. It's going down into your stomach and getting processed and all that, but you kind of just have to use your imagination. Like as you're intaking stuff, just they will go to other parts of your body, but just imagine that. Just imagine that happening as you're doing it. And as you drink your water, just close your eyes and focus on the sensations. All done. I got it all over my face, but you know what? Sometimes that happens, and you just embrace the sensations of it. And you accept it, even if it's cold and wet and makes you feel a little discomfort. It is what it is, and as you tolerate negative emotions, they become more and more manageable because your mind is growing stronger and stronger, and it's able to lift more weight. That's why we exercise in the gym, to go out in life and use the skills and training from the gym practically. Mindfulness is practical meditation. People meditate to live mindfully. I'm so lucky to live in beautiful California, but unfortunately right now we're going through a pandemic. So, gotta wear the mask to keep everybody safe. It's Saturday. For a lot of people, that's just a day to chill. But some people have to get work done as well. But work is work and play is play. And mindfulness and meditation are the play, believe it or not. You just have to look at it a little differently and try different exercises and play games. And use your imagination and your curiosity and your fascination. Anyway, I can take this off now. During the hand washing, I become very aware of the bracelet. And then I know to be mindful. And as I'm mindful, if I do get obsessions while I'm washing my hands, the mindfulness will help me move past those obsessions. So there's this cemetery that I pass on my walks or runs. And because I do those often very early in the morning, it's dark. So it brings a theme to a cemetery. Using mindfulness, something I like to do as I pass the cemetery is look over the headstones, look over the graves, and just kind of be grateful for my own life. That I am, still alive and I have time to change both myself and people around me and the world around me. So take a few breaths and just tell yourself that, like, acknowledge, like, I am grateful. No matter what you believe in, if you believe in God, if you believe in science, if you believe in both, you can extend that thank you from yourself to the higher mind. Okay, we can keep walking, but what we are going to do while maintaining body focus is I want you to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So let's do those 3 wake up, warm up breaths. And we can do that as we're walking. Okay, great. I feel more awake, more alert. A little positive feeling to get the slight euphoria when you get the oxygen. It's just the nature of it. So bring the breath to your comfortable place. Now, I recommend in through the nose, out through the nose. As you move faster and you consume more oxygen, you might have to do in through the nose, out through the mouth. So it's what's comfortable, and discomfort is okay, but we're not trying to push the barrier into pain here. This is not what we're trying to experience. That's mainly why I'm walking rather than running right now. Okay, we did the wake up breaths. Now we're gonna bring attention to the body. And my favorite technique is grounding, as I've talked about it in another video. So here's what we're gonna do. I found a place to ground myself. It's a rock and it connects to the earth. And really, the best thing with grounding is just to perceive an energy coming through the earth, like a life force. And whether you personally believe that or not is kind of irrelevant, but if the more you believe it, the more you convince your body of it and your mind, and then you start to feel these sensations. And it's honestly probably some kind of crazy placebo effect, but if it works, it works. Fake it till you make it. So just get a good strong stance for a minute. Close your eyes. Now imagine yourself drawing an energy from the ground. Feel this energy with your soles on the ground and be aware of those sensations. Draw the energy up through the soles and up the body. Feet, ankles, legs, knees. Just go through and spread that energy, that life force, that breath, in a sense, which is what we're perceiving as the life force. Your eyes are closed. You're still breathing comfortably. Purpose. Bring a general awareness to your entire body. If you have any sensations, positive or negative, accept and acknowledge and accept them, but don't dwell on them. Don't contemplate where they came from, where they're going, what they're doing. They just are. Let them be, and keep your focus on the breath. So now we have energy we perceive to have drawn from the breath and from the earth. And now I want you to kind of focus between the breath and the soles of your feet. And even if you're wearing shoes, you can still feel things like rocks, as long as, I guess, there's rocks. I really like trails that are for hiking, if I do some trail running or hiking or walking. And I just love feeling the sensations of like the trails and the switchbacks and stuff. Okay, here's an easy one. This is balance right here. Balance of the body brings balance of the mind. And while we're still working in science to figure the kinks out, it's something that I've experienced. So I believe it. I'm just having fun. Not even thinking about what I'm doing. Focusing, like I said, on your breath and the soles. And the sounds. We're using our senses We're not in our head with our thoughts and emotions. We just let them do whatever they're doing. We don't contemplate them. So I'm walking on the dirt now with rocks, and I'm feeling the sensation of the ground. The good thing about these shoes is you get the toes independently, so you can really get a feel like a hand. But we're so used to wearing shoes and protecting our soles that we really don't get good awareness of the ground and the earth. So we kind of lose those sensations, and it becomes harder to focus on walking. So, some of the stuff hurts my feet, and I just accept it. I'm not in pain, it's just discomfort. Great. Obstacles. It's like a playground. Simple. Now I'm working on this video, but your focus should be on your soles and your breath. Your soles and your breath. And play the game. Just thinking about your soles and your breath. Play the game. Keep playing the game. Soles and breath. As fast or as slow as you need to be. As your focus gets stronger, you go faster. You become faster and stronger with practice. We keep the focus on our soles, the sensations of the ground, no matter how slow or fast we move. And your breath should become habitual. But if you get distracted, your breath probably is habitual at this point, so your focus can be entirely put on your soles, and then awareness of any other body sensations. You get a cramp, you get soreness, you get tired, you get sweaty, you get fatigued. But none of that matters. Those are just sensations, and that's all we're accepting them as, is just sensations. We don't say they're good or bad. And we don't let them distract us. So focus on the soles. Use mindfulness as the distraction. The term distraction is not good for that, though. I don't like to call mindfulness a distraction, even though in a sense it is. I like to think of it as an acceptance of a different state of mind, where you're focused in the present rather than your mind. Your focus is in the body and the earth and the physical universe. Your mind, you can be in your mind. You always are in your mind. But those emotions that usually distract you, let them be and bring your attention to the present. You are happy and you understand that you won't be alive forever, and you respect and accept the process. Death isn't something to fear. Death is a beautiful concept in its own, but I'm not going to go into that. If you look into physics, entropy is an amazing subject. Okay, let's slow down to a stroll. Our breath is habitual. We're very aware of the feeling on the bottom of our soles. So we're gonna take a 30-second break, not physical, but mental. So during this period, the one thing I ask is to be aware of your breath. But other than that, given that single parameter, that single requirement, do what you want. Do what you can while you can. You know, play with it. Give it tricks. Just with the breathing, the thinking, you know, if those negative emotions come, what are we doing? We're accepting them. There's no sense in going into them. They're abstract. They don't control you in any way. You don't control them. You accept them. You don't control them. You accept them. It's like being caught in a big wave. They don't control you. You don't control them. They're powerful. It's like getting caught in a good wave, a big wave. Emotions are like waves. They're powerful and they're beautiful, but they are dangerous. You know, a wave can drown you. You can drown under your emotions. Sometimes it seems perpetually. It can be for many years, but nothing's permanent. You go for a little swim. But as everything is uncertain, you get caught in a wave. Your only fault was going in to the ocean. That doesn't mean it was the wrong thing to do. Sometimes life brings these currents your way, and you don't have any control over that. So imagine a wave grabbing you, controlling you, a wave of emotion, positive or negative, but it's usually negative emotions that we don't want. Imagine getting caught up in that wave. There are only two tangible options. You can fight the wave and tire yourself and drown, or you can ride the wave out, and eventually, because nothing is permanent, it will take you to shore and you will be safe. And because you have that experience, the next time a wave picks you up, you know what to do. So you're stronger. You can swim stronger. But the point is, even if you lose that control, you accept your emotions. And then you don't lose your control, because your emotions work for you, not against you. And you can get to the point in life where emotions, good or bad, are a magical thing, but an abstract in our head thing. Emotions don't have to affect our behavior, but it takes a lot of training and practice to get to that point. With a lot of my videos, what I'm trying to do is help people get towards that point, because I feel if we can learn to manage our emotions, the world will be a more empathetic place. People will be nicer to each other. People will love each other. It's world peace. Well, that's the hope eventually. In the meantime, as I like to say, we do what we can while we can. All right, I gotta cut out. It's noisy. With my mindfulness practices, I like to create an activity and integrate greater lessons into it. All right, now that we're back, I want to reflect on a few lessons that we learned. We didn't realize that at the time, but we practiced a few very important things. The first thing was focus and concentration of our body and our feet and our awareness. So we built that focus. That's building a muscle. We practiced balance, both physically and mentally, and synced them up in a sense. We practiced acceptance of emotions, tolerance to discomfort, and uncertainty when we jump from rock to rock or we cross the street, because we never know what life is going to throw our way. So there's always a sense of uncertainty. And we kind of live that day to day, and that's something we have to accept. We can't always know. I mean, there is no absolute truth as far as I've seen in my life. So let's just keep working with it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.